Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Today I decided to vlog, and yeah, I'm just on my way out. I'm just meeting up with my boyfriend and we're hanging out today. Usually we hang out on Saturdays, so that's what we're doing, and I'm taking you guys along with me because I have a story for you. Okay, so nothing is holding on to my camera, so hopefully it doesn't like fly off or anything and break. But do you know what? Well, when I don't know if this is normal, but when I first started driving, I couldn't do reverse parking. I just had to keep trying and trying. I was so scared to even try, but yeah, I decided to give it a go and it worked out. But yeah, okay, so my story. Who cares about your life, Jasmine? Anyway, you care because you're watching. I just want to talk about a really awkward day I had at work one time. So if you watch my videos, you would know that I'm a social worker, and currently I work in a women's center, and we mainly deal with domestic violence, but I'm in intake, so we have all sorts of inquiries any day of the week, right? And we do have some people that will come in just to have a chat and stuff like that. So I had this lady come in, right? And she was a really old lady, like she'll probably be maybe late 70s or something like that. And she's actually been to our center before, and the first time she came in, she just wanted to have a chat and stuff like that. So then I assumed that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that, you know, she's wanting. She's probably just wanting to have a chat, like she's probably lonely and stuff like that. So I had a chat to her to see what's going on and, you know, why she had come in and stuff like that. And she said she had come in because she wanted to talk to someone about her daughter. Apparently she's been stressing about her daughter because her daughter stresses out too much, so she's a bit worried, and you know, she's wanting to talk to someone about what she can do to sort of help her daughter you know, stop stressing out, I guess. So we're having a conversation around that, but initially when I got her from reception to take her into the counseling room, her first comment was, "Oh, you look nice." And that was normal, you know, like you would get clients that will compliment you and stuff like that, and that was okay. I was like, "Oh, thank you, that's nice of you, so do you." And then next thing I know, she's like, "I really like the shape of your body." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." So that was the second compliment, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Maybe she's just, yeah, an old lady who's nice and just wants to say, you know, you look nice and whatnot. So I was like, thank you. And then once we started the counseling session and we're talking about her daughter and whatnot, started going on about, you have really nice lips. And I'm like, okay, this is getting really weird. I didn't say that to her though. I just said thank you, and then I changed, like I went back to what we were talking about immediately. Like I didn't linger around the compliment. But that was really weird, as you would imagine. At this point I was starting to feel a bit awkward, like I didn't know where to look, like I didn't know whether to cover my lips. So as I was talking to her, and you know, I still kept it professional and still went back to the subject that we were talking about, but in my head I was going crazy. I was like, I can't wait to get out of this room away from this old lady. And then next thing I know, she's like, "Don't worry, I'm not lesbian or anything." And I'm like, you know, you saying that doesn't make it any better. Like, it makes me actually think about it that way, like, because if you had just shut up and, you know, just kept it moving, then I wouldn't have reason to think about it in a sexual way or anything, you know. But the fact that you're telling me that, oh, don't worry, I'm not lesbian or anything, means that, like, you know, there's some kind of sexual thoughts going on in there or something, you know. So that was really, really awkward. But luckily, you know, my work environment, what's on my lips, man? Like a bit of my shirt or something. Anyway, so my work people had a chat to me about it, and they were quite supportive, and you know, they understood where I was coming from and whatnot. So that was helpful. And yeah, so I felt okay later on, but that was so awkward. That was really, really awkward. So yeah, we just sorry, what am I up to? I get distracted because, you know, I'm driving and I'm being naughty and trying to vlog, and so yeah. So what did we do? Oh yeah, so after all her compliments, we had a chat about whatever she wanted to talk about and whatnot. And at the end of the session, she's like, can I get a hug? And I'm like, oh my god, don't make this any harder for me. Like, you know, you already made it a difficult session, like don't add to it or whatever. But yeah, she was like, can she get a hug? And I was like, okay. You know, like at our workplace, like you're allowed to make that professional judgment, you know. I mean, ethically you're not really allowed to. Workplace, you're allowed to make that professional judgment. Ethically, you're not really allowed to give hugs and, you know, that kind of personal touch and personal contact and whatnot. But given we're an all-women center and most of the people we tend to work with are women and whatnot, you know, we're sort of allowed to make that judgment. If we feel comfortable and feel like it's okay, we're allowed to give hugs, right? But with this lady, I was really uncomfortable, but then I felt like, oh, this poor old lady has probably not had any physical contact with anyone in such a long time. She has no friends, nothing, you know, so why not, you know? So I was thinking about that, but at the same time I was thinking, oh my god, this lady is a bit sleazy. She's been commenting on my lips and my body and all that. Like, do I give her a hug? You know, that kind of thing was going through my head. But in the end, I ended up giving her a hug, and she hugged me so tight. Oh my god, I was like poking my bum out and I was like this, but she was like, she was like this. And I was like, okay, thanks for coming in. But yeah, she didn't seem like she was all there though. Her conversation was a bit disoriented, like she would jump from one topic to the other and that kind of thing. So I don't know if she was all there, but that was really, really awkward. But yeah, that was my story. So like now, next time she came in, I probably won't be the one to see her, unless, you know, it's critical and there's no one else to see her. But if there is someone else to see her, I would get her to see whoever else is on intake at that time, because yeah, it's just really awkward, and it was really awkward for me. And yeah, I just don't really want to put myself in that situation again. And I guess if I had to see her again, I would call her out and just say, you know, those comments don't make me comfortable, so can you not do that? And if she asked for a hug and stuff like that, I'll probably say no, sorry, you know, it's not really allowed here, you know. So yeah, and that's fine, you know. And I can do that comfortably now because I would know that she's, you know, not really just asking for a hug because she wants to say thank you. She's asking for a hug because she's, yeah, I don't know what she is, but you know what I mean. Like, how awkward is that? That's my story, guys. If you guys have any awkward stories to share with me, let me know in the comment section below, because I love to know like your awkward experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, my hair is so old now, like, well, it's about a month and a half old, and I feel sick of it. And like, I wash it every fortnight, so it's really messy, like especially the front. Like, I can't even tie it into a ponytail anymore because, and my hair is natural as well, so it's very messy at the front. Like, yeah, so it's really ready to be taken out, but I just don't have time at the moment. So I'm gonna stick it out till the end of July, and then I'll take it out. She got a nigga at home and one on the side. Fuck around a few times, so all they do is fight. She tell me make me a wife, I tell her bitch you crazy. Fuck wrong with you, and excuse my French, but I'm a lone kisser.